subscribers and viewers here on this amazing platform. This is Miss Tanya, your holistic hair and scalp restoration, the creator, the inventor of an entire brand. I've discovered an amazing product. I've also launched and created my own training and educational platform. So I just thought that I'd come on and talk to you all about the approach that I have discovered, not that I've created. Um, I discovered these things, is what I've done. I mean, I'm the creator of my brand because I decided to throw it all together in a pot because things that I did discover made sense to me. So I decided to call it the holistic approach. That's the word my father decided to inspire me to use. And when he first said the word holistic, I was like, what? Because I thought it was like a spiritual, holy word. And when I looked up the definition, I was like, oh, I do look at the whole. I do address everything, right? So I decided, okay, I can use that word. But what I wanted to come on today and talk about was everything that I have found and discovered along my journey. And one of the biggest things that I even had to understand and accept myself is that I cannot do my own hair and get the results that my clients were getting. So let me explain. So I don't know why and where we behind the chair get this from, but it is true for every individual behind the chair. We don't think we should go and get our hair done. That's cool. You can choose that choice. But then there's a result to that choice. And what I've had to realize, even for myself, is the whole entire time that my hair was falling and shedding and I was staying thin and I was not getting this type of volume was when I was trying to do my own hair myself and I was not going to see someone else. So me and my daughter, we talk a lot. We used to work side by side in the salon when I was a stylist, and we do a lot of what's called bouncing off of each other. This is what's good to have somebody else in your life, because when you get alone, you then start getting confused and congested because you don't have anybody to filter that stuff to, and you don't have anyone to give you a different perspective. So you can sometimes lead yourself astray on a horrible, toxic journey because you're choosing to isolate yourself and be by yourself. So with me and Deja, I started realizing I got somebody to talk to now. All right, so at this time, I thought I was the exception to my own approach. I didn't think that I needed to trim. I was not trimming my ends consistently, and I was not fully and effectively detoxing my scalp. And no wonder my hair was not growing. So I honestly went on this unfortunate rant and rave, kind of blaming Deja, and was like, how come my hair is not growing? But yet I was there with her to get my ends trimmed. Hi, Vaughn. Um, and so, but see, I was not detoxing my scalp thoroughly. I thought that I was doing a good enough job at home. All right, so Deja is younger than me. She's my 32-year-old. Greetings, mysterious. So she said to me, where I'm just fussing, I'm like, I'm growing my client's hair because I definitely grow my client's hair. 100% success rate in my salon. I don't have not one client struggling now with growth. Everyone's growing now. Had to figure that part out too. And so my daughter finally one day, I think she got sick of me complaining about what I see my clients gaining and that I'm not gaining. And I was kind of blaming it on Deja, like, Deja, you must not be trimming my hair right, when she was. You must not be connecting it right because I'm not growing. All right, so during this conversation, Deja finally gets stern with me and she's like, Mom, maybe if you did what the clients was doing, you would be getting the results that they're getting. Ooh, you remember when we was in school and somebody like dissed somebody and it was a good diss and it made you go, ooh, did y'all ever do that? Because I did in school. I used to be like, ooh, right? So my inner person was like, ooh, Deja was right. I was wanting the results that my clients was getting, but I was not following and doing the same exact thing that my clients was doing. Mm. And it took me back because it was like, do I really have to do it a certain way? Or can I do it my way and do it the way I want to do it? And God came down and said, Tanya, if the approach or what you see is helping and working on the clients, maybe you should concur and submit and do the same thing. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. So see, at that point, it was like, wait, because see, let's be clear. My clients stay consistent. I mean, they're there every 14th day at the same day and the same time. My clients do not do their own hair at home. They're not washing it themselves. They're not trying to detox their scalps themselves. They're not blow drying their own hair themselves. They're not trying to flat iron their own hair by themselves. They're not trying to trim their ends by themselves. They're paying that part, because this is the part that I now know we all think that we can avoid. But you see, this is a very important part because this goes along with everything in life. So back to the origin. So I remember saying to myself, okay, that may be true. You see, because in myself, I was like, I don't want to pay what my clients are paying. Then I didn't want the results that they was getting, right? And it was like, and you know what I'm saying? I can't go 14 days without doing my hair, right? So I had to sit down and I really had to do the yin and the yang because it was bothering me. It was like, I don't want to spend that much money that my clients are spending because my clients pay me $280 a month at least. That's what my VIPs pay. My participants within their first 4 sessions are paying $386 a month, okay? So I was like, I don't want to pay that much money. Mindset, remember, mindset, piece of the puzzle. Exactly, remember, the holistic approach is a whole pie, okay? There's 7 different pieces of the pie. And if you are not following each piece, this even goes into our health, okay? Because, you know, there is a pie called the nutritional ring, right? The nutritional circle, right? And there's pieces of that pie that we're supposed to follow. And that approach tells us that if you want to be healthy, you got to eat vegetables, right? Fruits, right? Dairy, and then there's the meat section. There's a lot of individuals that want to skip the fruits. They steady eating the meats. They get that part in. But and then there's starch. Starch is another part of that circle. Definitely getting the starches in. You know what I'm saying? But they're not eating the fruits. You know what I'm saying? They should have had water instead of milk in the nutritional ring. But this is just, again, an example that I'm giving us in terms of how we decide on our own to pick and choose and alter the formulas that have been set forth that tells us we're going to get a specific result. It's our fault. It's on you. That's your fault for choosing to what? Change things to your likings. That's one of the biggest problems that people of color have in life when it comes to being successful. This is why the majority of people of color are unhealthy. This is why the majority of individuals of color have diabetes and have high blood pressure and have thyroids that are going hyper or hypo, is because we want to change things to our liking and then wonder why we're not getting the result that was set forth that we see. All right, so back to me. So because I'm a real holistic person, I'm not copying somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Facts, you know, I'm my own person. And so I started sitting myself down because I did want my hair to grow. I was sick of it falling out. I was sick of it being stuck on stagnant, the way it was. So I decided to concur and submit to my own approach. And boy, have I got big results now. My hair is so much fuller. I'm getting length and I'm about to wash it. It's super dirty. I gotta wash it this morning. It's getting so much fuller. Like all this hair on the sides, I was not having. Hair was not even covering my ear. You could see my ear lobes when Miss Ya first cut my hair back in December. So I've definitely grown past the cut, out of the cut. And now I want to take my hair beyond. It's getting so much, look at it, so much fuller. And that is because I decided to submit to the full approach. Okay, just like with my teeth, I now realize I don't have any issues with my teeth now that I floss and I use my water pick. I think that has a big, big, big part of my success with my teeth. But now that I'm seeing a dentist more frequently, it seems I'm not having any problems anymore. I'm not struggling. Um, Now that I'm seeing someone for my hair consistently every other week, it seems that my hair is not struggling no more. So hi, Erin. Do you still eat meat? I've gotten back into it. I now eat a little bit of, see, I call fish meat. That's my meat. What kind of meat are you talking about? Because um, a dead cow, I'm not eating beef. Too much blood in it. Y'all don't see all that blood in the meat when it's cooking? That's disgusting. I was so dehydrated that my pineal gland wasn't even properly processing the things that I was seeing in life. That's a problem. To eat meat from an animal and it still has blood in it, you're taking in the DNA of that animal. And if that's okay with you, we're all humans and we're all Americans and we can do what we want to do. If you want to eat poop every day, you can eat dog poop if that's, makes you happy. Um, but I had to make some sense of my stuff. So, I eat out the sea, Vaughn, and I don't eat everything out the sea, but I love fish. Fish is my meat. Hi, Queen. Y'all getting in here. Good morning. Get in here. Get in here. I wanted to go over some things this morning about the whole approach because now that I got y'all tuning in, Queen, I wanted to talk to you. Vaughn, I want to talk to you. Also, this is for dyslexia, Miss Patty, Miss Lula. Um, Miss Patricia, because I got a Patty and a Patricia. So Miss Patty from Denmark, Miss Patricia, you all are starting to reach out to me. I just got all those messages last night and wanted to get on this morning to address them. So I was just going over how I realized that along my own hair care journey, I was not following every piece of the pie. I was only picking and choosing which pieces of the pie that I wanted to follow and wondered why I was not getting hair growth. Okay. So I decided and realized that the problem I was having is that I was trying to do things myself. And once I realized that, I then told it, I went back to Deja and I said, let me be clear, Deja. And I first started the conversation by telling her, you were right. You all, I want y'all to understand, I'm having optimal. I mean, it's not like my hair looked bad. My hair always looks good. You know what I'm saying? But it was not getting longer. My hair was stuck on stagnant. It was stuck on stupid. So I took a little break out of my journey and I sat down on a rock on the side of the road and I thought to myself, let me go back over photos because I got like 15 years of photos in my Google. And let me see when my hair was the fullest. Okay. So I found those photos like, ooh, my hair was really full and long here. Then I had to cross reference the date of that photo and went to go look at my calendar in the salon to see what was I doing. Well, the research proved everyone that I definitely had better and fuller hair that was growing when I had Deja or someone else, anyone else, any time. Matter of fact, I've gone and gotten help and put somebody else that has skills because you can't just go sit with any old body. We know this, right? I have the better, and my daughter got skills. I have the better head of hair. So that was, hold on, have y'all drank some water this morning? Pablo, I don't know who you think I am. What makes you think that you can ask that question, Pablo? Who do you think I am? Or do you think that you can just ask any old kind of question to anyone? Like, I don't understand how some of y'all think. You clearly must not drink enough water because your pineal gland is operating in this capacity. So I'm gonna have to give my disclaimer, Pablo. If you don't want to be removed, I highly recommend that you take a minute to listen to who I am and what we're talking about, which is hair care. No, I'm not a doctor. I'm a holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner. I said that in the beginning of my live. So I need you to make sure you listen and pay attention to the things that I'm speaking. Okay. Um, um, so if you need a doctor, you need to exit this live. I'm not a doctor. I'm a practitioner and I'm holistic and I only cover the external organs, which are hair, skin, and nails. Okay. Um, so, and I don't want to address that because I do cover the skin, but you clearly are a little unhealthy on the inside if you have a lump anywhere. Because I have done the research to find out that when you're taking in unhealthy foods and unhealthy liquids and you're not drinking enough water, that's why I kind of know you're dehydrated. Those in some things become infected or things mix together and will cause a lump. Some people call them boils, some people call them inflammation, some people call them pustules, but that's a clear sign that your insides are wrecked and you need to change your diet, Pablo, and you need to start drinking half your body weight in the right type of water, and you won't have no lumps on your testicles, and doctors aren't going to fix that. You got to stop thinking that a doctor is going to fix all your problems. You, Pablo, need to fix your behaviors because it's your behaviors that's causing your testicles to have a lump on them. And if you don't stop doing what's causing the lump to be on your testicles, a doctor is never going to help you. Okay. You got to fix you. A doctor's not going to fix you and change your behaviors. They're just going to cover up your lump, probably, or cut it off. But if you don't fix what is causing the lump, which are the holistics, which your primary physicians are not going to go into with you because they don't have the time to help you in that way. They don't want to hear about your lifestyle. They don't care about what you're drinking. They don't care about how reckless you're eating. They just want to take your money and give you some pills, Pablo, to trick your brain into believing that what they did for you fixed your lump on your testicles. Is going to come back and you're going to have a bigger lump because you didn't correct the behavior that caused your testicle to get a lump. Pablo, am I clear now? And your doctor ain't even broke all that down to you. So if that's what you prefer to be with and submit your testicle to, you need to go find a doctor's live to go get into, because you are now in the presence of a holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner with lifestyle benefits. Oh, I didn't say that. You tried to say I was a doctor. I'm definitely a professional. And I'm a little rough around the edges. Some professionals try to act like they're perfect and don't make mistakes. I'm not that. I'm holistic. Yes, I'm professional. But I've been through some things, Pablo. I've been to jail a few times, probably more times than you've been to jail. I've been in fights. I've been homeless. I've been an alcoholic. I've been strung out in the streets. I have been a liar. I've been married. I've been a thief. I've done everything wrong in my life. So I'm not perfect by no means, because I know a lot of professionals and doctors, they try to act and walk and appear as though they're perfect and they don't do anything wrong. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I constantly make mistakes. I'm always misspeaking because I'm normal. I'm human, so I don't act like I'm perfect. Some people do this and I don't. I make mistakes. I misspeak. But one thing I do is I'm going to correct myself and I'm going to then come back and give you the better information that I have found, which I don't see any of you sharing what you all know publicly on a live like I do. So I know I'm doing much more than individuals around me are doing. So again, welcome, Pablo, to a holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner. I saw your video earlier. She did such a good job with her twist. Isn't my granddaughter amazing? I'm going to keep taking her along this journey because she's ready and she's eager. And long as she's eager, I'm going to teach. So I'm going to start teaching her how to do a full head. We're going to keep going. But thank you for watching. My granddaughter is amazing. She's my true mini me. Hi, Miss Campy. How are you? Welcome back to my live. Have you subscribed? Just want to make sure that you're a part of my tribe. You got to subscribe to be a part of the tribe. Also, I know you guys have heard my membership packages are waiting on you. Queen, I did some research and I don't know where my join button is. So maybe God don't need us doing all that. What's up, tribe? Yes, tribe. So, I'm an Indian woman, Campy. I don't know if you know that or not. But we, I'm a true, Indian woman. I'm mixed with Cherokee and Blackfoot, so I'm a little special. Most Indians are full-bred, Cherokee, or they're full-bred Blackfoot, or there's another tribe of brown-skinned Indians that I have heard of, and I don't know the tribe name, so don't quote me. But didn't see, but good morning, good morning. But I think I have a different mindset than most individuals. Most brown skinned individuals call themselves a black woman. I don't call myself black because I'm brown, for one. And then number two, I really don't have any African Americans in my family. My family is highly interracially mixed. And I know that's not common for African American communities. They usually have an African American father and an African American mother. That makes them a full-blood African American. That's not me, y'all. I'm mixed. They call me a mutt if I was a dog. You know what I'm saying? Because if you mix a poodle with a Labrador, that's called a mutt. That's not a full bred. And I was raised to look at us the same way. So with my family, I realized like, wow, we're not like straight nothing, because on my dad's side, we're heavily interracially mixed. I ain't never seen so many ethnicities in one family in my life. Does your tribe derive from the Gulf of America? Nope. We sure don't. Hold on, y'all. We have a special viewer today. Hi, Miss Carla. You were listening. Chickasaw. Yes. I couldn't remember, but I've been doing some research with my history because, Carla, a lot of individuals tried to kind of punk me into believing I was black, and I'm not black. I'm brown. I'm brown. And I did look into my grandmothers because my great grandmothers, because I'm not going any further than that. And my dad's side of the family, my grandmother was a white woman. And there's a lot of you all that I know you ain't got no white grandmama like I did. So I know I'm different because I can't find a brown skinned woman that can tell me that she had a white grandmama like I did. But my white grandmama, she liked that brown shaboing boing. Some white girls do. There's a lot of white girls in the world today. I started noticing that they ain't gonna do nothing but a brown skinned dude. You know what I'm saying? And that was not the case back when in the 70s, Interracial relationships was like frowned down upon, like what? Like you can't be brown skinned dating an Asian person, it was like against the rules back in the day. But my family broke all the rules. My dad's side did, because my dad got with a brown skinned woman. He was the only one. He has three siblings. My grandma had four kids. And guess what? They all messed with a different ethnicity. My dad went with the brown skin, so I'm the only brown skinned cousin I had that on my dad's side. When we all get together, you would think that my cousin's husbands was my blood. I'd be having to tell my peoples, like, nah, that Mexican is my blood cousin. Like, nah, that Asian looking girl is my blood cousin, not their dudes. Because they always thought that what looked like me was my blood. And that's not the case on my father's side of the family. So thanks, Carla, for bringing forth that here, that, good. So, it's snowing. It snowed last night. It's at that time of year when Mother Nature gets trippy. She gets to tripping. She don't know if she want to be hot one day, and then she gets cold and snowy and icy the next day. So we're at that time of year where she don't know what she want to do. But we're coming into spring. So we may get a blizzard or two at this time of year, but we're coming into the springtime because it's no longer dark at 5. But back to what I was saying. So my dad's side of my family is highly interracially mixed. Um, so what I was getting into was the fact that I have so much in me in terms of how I was raised is why I'm the way I am today. You know what I mean? And Carla, you was just on my mind yesterday. I was at the computer and I realized that I don't know how to upload the contract, our agreement to DocuSign. I done tried 15 times. I did the draft and I'm so distracted and pulled by so many different individuals. I keep getting coming away from it, but that's what we're waiting on. And I just realized, like, wait a minute, I ain't talked to Carla. And then I looked at my calendar, realized we haven't set a date. And then I had to go back to my notes to realize, like, oh, Tanya, because the ball's in your court, I needed to get the document uploaded into DocuSign, but I don't know how to do that. So I thought, let me email her. And then you popped in today. So that's God definitely working in my favor because anything I now ask for, I get. So thank you, Carla, for jumping in here. And I'm going to get on that in a minute. Because what I came on to talk about today, this morning, was all about what I've had to figure out for myself and how to get my own hair to grow. And I've had to understand that I needed help. I was so busy trying to do it myself and neglecting certain things in certain areas of hair growth because it's certain steps, it's an equation that you got to follow. And this is what I'm coming on to talk to us about, and I hope to inspire us to follow the proper approach, right? Of if you want your hair to grow. Now, if you tired of hair growth and you don't want no more than what you got and you want it to fall off and you want less hair, then don't listen to what I'm doing. But if you want your hair to grow and you want more hair than you have and you want it to get full, and I at 50, I don't want long hair. I want my stuff to be full and I want it to be full is my thing. I really don't desire long hair. Hi, Miss Marianne. I want it to be full. Like my hair last year, this time was not this full. It was sleek and slender and uneven. It was crazy. Now she's so full. Like, man, all of the fullness, and I still got the thin ends on the ends, but my God, I'm well, Miriam. How are you today? Have you subscribed? Oh, I miss you too, my love. I love you. Miss Miriam, has anybody told you today that I love you, Carla? I love you. Aaron, Vaughn, has anybody told y'all that they love you today? Huh? Well, let me be the first one to say it. I love you. Thank you, Miriam. So let's get on. Let's get on, because y'all know that I like to talk a lot. And I think that's what y'all like, because I be dropping gems and stuff that y'all really didn't know that I knew, huh? So back to the origin, okay? Back to Deja, what she told me and how I did the research, started looking back at my own photos and started looking and paying attention to when my hair was looking the best and what it was I was doing at that time when my hair was looking the best. And I realized every time I get somebody behind my hair consistently, my hair does the best. And I wanted to kind of bring this up because I was laying in the bed this morning as I prepare and in prayer before I get on live. I always ask God for guidance. I always ask God for understanding and favor before I get on these lives. Because I know I got a large mass, actually over 2,000. I'm up to 2,600 subscribers. Thanks, you guys. I remember when I just had 700 and something when I just first started this platform, which was just in October. I had left it alone for a long time, and now I got back on it and got it back in it. So I'm very proud and pleased to have all of you. Every single last one of you makes me better. Okay, so thank you. Your ends will get full over time with your approach. Not if you ain't trimming them consistently, Vaughn. That's what I'm getting into, because I don't want to mislead you all and make y'all fall on your face like some others have done by me not having the time to be completely thorough. You know what I'm saying? So, especially, it's hard to really provide you with everything when you're not taking a class of mine, because it's in my classes is when I'm thorough. But when I'm not being paid and I'm just talking, which is helping you, I may not be as thorough. You know what I'm saying? So I thought I'd get on this morning to be thorough about what I do and how I've gotten my hair to grow. Okay. So, first things first, the approach that I have created, that I demonstrate, is the approach that I administer to my clients. And I thought that it was the best approach for me to follow here at home because I just was admitting what my clients do. My clients go 14 days without washing their hair, they go 14 days without washing, without putting any heat on it. They don't put heat on it. I can tell when they come back in. There's a lot of things that my clients don't do that I was doing. So I had to figure all of this out. And I've had to realize that there's two things that we cannot do thoroughly ourselves, which is detox your scalp. I thought that I could do it myself. I'm the reason you all are even detoxing your scalp in the first place. Let's be clear. And I'm the one that has inspired you all to think that this is something you can do yourself thoroughly. It's not. You need help. And it's just like your teeth. And listen, I know a lot of individuals don't take time to go to the dentist, or just like our hair, only go get help when you got a big problem. The most unhealthiest people only go to the doctor when they're sick instead of staying in the doctor's office and seeing them consistently. Even when nothing is wrong, you still see the doctor, right? Well, that's what healthy people do. They don't just go to the doctor when they're sick, right? I had to put that same sense into what we do in the hair industry. The individuals that struggle the most with their hair trying to do it themselves, period. And I got on because I checked with my girl. I got one of my resellers that, I've been mentoring her for 3 years now. It's been very difficult. It's not easy mentoring other individuals, especially if the mindset thinks that they know it all or they can do all things themselves. And so she started struggling as well. And we both have had to realize that now that we've got help behind our hair is growing. So it's evident now that just like our teeth is how I'm looking at our scalps. Because listen, and I have to admit this, my team in the beginning was upset with me inspiring other people to do their own scalps because they're so into making money. That's what marketing is all about. They don't care about nothing else except making the money, okay? But they got a holistic individual that they're working with. So there's times where I do care about what happens to the end result of doing and or using what I do and use. So I feel the scalp is just like our teeth because the research shows that the scalp buildup, dandruff, psoriasis, and seborrheic dermatitis stems from going too long without washing the head for the lifestyle of that head. Let me break that down. We don't all sweat exactly the same amount of times per day. Vaughn, you may sweat 50 times a day. I may only be sweating 22 times a day. So you and I are not going to have the same amount of buildup. Therefore, you and I cannot do the same thing to remove that buildup. You probably are going to have to shampoo 2 or 3 times if you sweat it 50 times. I may only have to, I'm going to do it less because I got less buildup, right? So this is another thing that I've had to understand when it comes to hair care. I don't do the same exact thing on every single client. Look, some of my clients braid. Not everybody silk presses their hair. I thought maybe because I silk press that everyone else needs to silk press. No. Now that I've gone into being a practitioner, I now realize I have to individualize my approach to everybody. So there's a lot of things that I change with each client, including myself. Oh, here you go, Miriam. This is the business. I don't think it really detoxes, but here what I wanted to go into. If you're brushing your scalp every night, you don't have to. You're never going to get built up. Just like if you're brushing your teeth 2 times a day, you're never going to have tartar built up. The only individuals that get yellow stuff around their teeth is somebody that just skipped a day. I now realize that is true with our hair. The only individuals that, like my clients, They only have that level of buildup because they're going 14 days without washing. It's very evident now. All right, so back to the approach about my reseller. My reseller also has been thinking all this time now that she can detox her own scalp at home. And I think she thinks because she sees flakes coming out of the scalp that she thought she was doing a good job when you can't, just like your own teeth. You cannot thoroughly clean your teeth yourself with a toothbrush. After a while, you got to go in and see the dentist so that the dentist is the only one that can get under your gum line. A toothbrush does not get under your gum line. And I had to even respect the dental approach to understand even my approach because it's a mindset. So you got to understand equations and formulas, and you got to also be compliant to follow the equations. Because if you're that mindset that feels that you can switch and change things to your liking, you're going to always struggle. Always. And I go back to my initial initial trainings of when I was in school. And no wonder I used to get all my math problems wrong because I was wanting to skip steps. And I see this happening with the hair care approach all the time. So many individuals don't want to go and trim their ends consistently, and you cannot do it yourself. I mean, you can try, but you're not going to hit the proper angles in the back of your head. I don't even think you can hit the proper angles because once you go to a different angle of your side of your head, your angles are not the same. It's not precise. So if you're making angles and you're cutting this side, when you go to do this on this side, it is impossible for your own hands to stay like this. I've already done the research. So fine. Anybody else out there in independent world, you need help. I'm going to tell you right now, go get help. Vaughn, if you feel your hair is okay, you can have better hair if you went and got somebody else to do it for you. And let me tell you something. This is a yin and a yang for you. Queen, you know this. You can't expect somebody to come and pay you if you're not willing to go and pay someone else. Okay. Oh no, Miriam, I got all kind of people popping in and out of here. I have so many what's called protections now. We go through my YouTube almost every day, and I don't like the individuals like Pablo that pop in here. So we have a lot of fences that I done built and put up around my tribe to keep them naysayers out. I don't need to talk to them. I only want to talk to you all that are interested in what I do. And I already know that I'm not for the masses. The majority of the individuals in the world today don't care about their hair. They just want to put a wig on it, put some weave on it, braid it up, and say to hell with it. I don't got time for it. That's not Miss Tanya. I'm never gonna weave or wig my hair nor braid it because I'm gonna keep working on it and I'm never giving up. That's a sign that you've kind of given up. You know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure that those individuals no longer are able to seep into my tribe to distract us. So back to what I was saying though, we have to all understand we got to stop trying to do our own hair ourselves and think that you're going to get the results that maybe the clients are getting. So I'm not gonna lie, I have conformed to what my clients do, and I mean it's on my calendar. I have a reminder, just like my clients get a reminder to go and have my scalp detoxed by somebody else and have my ends trimmed by somebody else. And I've had to train my daughter, so you all have to do the same thing. You guys got to take the time out like I did to train someone else so that you have someone to help you so that you're not having to pay maybe the salon prices, right? However, I have done it. I know a lot of individuals that stand behind the chair that refuse to go and invest or pay someone else, but you're steady expecting clients to invest and pay you. So you got to get in balance, and I have at least. So now I pay my daughter when she does my scalp and my ends because it shouldn't be free. And I tell her, just because you're my daughter does not mean you should be doing these things for me for free. But the key point is that I now realize, now that I got somebody else behind my head doing the trims for me, yes, I blow dry and shampoo and silk press my own hair in between, but I definitely now go see somebody else that has skills. And now my hair is showing it. I mean, the fullness is crazy, crazy, crazy noticeable. I was thinking, even my friend, he was like, he'd be grabbing my hair back here, and he was like, "Yeah, I got a whole hand full of hair." um, I do skincare, yes, and we do the holistics, Miriam. Hey, where did I come to? This is the holistic approach for your hair, skin, and nails. So we do a lot of talking, which is the holistics, because we have to slow down and we have to discuss things and we have to test things and we got to think about things. So this is not the typical traditional approaches in here in this tribe. We're not just all about products. We're not just all about styles. We're about the whole, which is detoxing your scalp, also trimming your ends, because these are two components that individuals are not doing. Um, like I just enrolled my first man, y'all. I've got my first male client that just joined. Well, I'm not going to say he joined the program. He was a little difficult with understanding my structure. Some people don't like structure, and he approached me trying to change my structure. And I kept trying to tell him no. He was like, "Well, can I just test out the hair and scalp restoration program for one session?" I told him, "No, you cannot. It's a 4 session program." "Well, can I just get the MYWater experience and can I add on the scalp detoxing?" "Yeah, it's $225 to add on the scalp detoxing by itself." You could tell he was just like, "Dang." And I told him, "I'm beyond tests. I have a 100% success rate, so I'm not a stylist, so I don't need to prove nothing to you." I told him it's one or the other. Either you're going to commit to 4 sessions at $189 every 2 weeks, just like everyone else does, or you're going to not get hair growth because hair growth costs. That's not a hairstyle session. So I told him, so you can save yourself some money and just get my amazing silk press service, but you cannot get my scalp detoxing. No, no, that's how I minimize hair loss and how I'm generating a faster hair growth rate in my suite. So no, he cannot chop up my service. So he's going to do the MYWater experience, which I told him that's a good starting point. But he can't get the antidote for no 140. Like, no, 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 no. You got to commit and do the same thing everyone else is doing. You know what I'm saying? Um, well, Vaughn, I have the Masterclass. Anybody that can't travel and take my in-person, which is, listen, Vaughn, in person is the best way to learn. This is why we go to school. This is why there's what's called a classroom, right? You will learn way more in a classroom than you can through a video. However, I've done both, Vaughn. I've launched both my in-person trainings as well as my virtual trainings. Didn't you know that? I have my first masterclass available. It's in the description that you can purchase. It's only $99, which is the cheapest class that you'll be able to take because it teaches you and it shows you how to detox a scalp. I did a Hispanic client. Um, Shows you how to properly shampoo her, shows you how to use MYWater beauty solution. It shows you how to blow her out using a pick and not a round brush, because everything I teach in my classes is the alternative solution to what we learned in beauty school. It's continual education. You also will learn in that master class how to apply to MYWater, how to blow her out. Then you're going to learn how to conduct a trim. And I go over the difference. I show in every subsection what you would do if you're cutting the hair. Then I show in my class what you do when you're trimming, because it's two totally different approaches and results between the two. What I do when I do a holistic hair trim. Then I exemplify how to finish her off and the amazing result that you're going to get by not using any conditioner, not using a round brush, not using no hairspray, none of that extra stuff that the traditional approach does. And watch the quality at the end of the video. So I want you all to know that you all can purchase. My first masterclass has been launched since January. We launched it January 29th, I think, or January 30th. Man, I think you guys will really enjoy it. But I did my part by providing two alternatives. So for those that can't fly and can't travel, then you might want to take on my virtual trainings. I will be coming with more. We just launched our first one. I'll be coming with more. And what's going to be nice about my virtual classes that you can purchase is that each masterclass is going to be on a different client. So you'll be able to learn how I pivot and how I have to change and cater and alter based on who's in the chair, the type of scenario that I'm dealing with. So this is exclusive, continual education. It's not designed to repeat what beauty school did for us. And anybody can take my trainings. You do not need a beauty license to take my trainings. You can purchase my online masterclass and do not need a beauty license to do so. You also can purchase and attend my in-person holistic scalp detox training. Listen, Vaughn, I also, I'm always changing things up, but I now realize it's not time for me to teach nobody about hair and scalp restoration. That's what I'm doing, and I got to figure that out and continue researching and testing because I just launched and created this program 2 years ago. It's too soon for me to be trying to train other people on how I grow hair. The first step for someone learning is to learn the MYWater experience. You first have to go through what I went through, which is getting the clients in your chair. Because let me be clear, I was struggling big time to get clients to come back when I was not using MYWater. When I was using conditioner and using heat protectant and serums and gel and edge control, clients were not coming back. And now I know why. Now that I've transitioned my products and my approaches, I've now realized, and my approach is really how I perform. It doesn't have nothing to do really with the products. My approach is how things are done. That's the structure, right? I now realize that, boy, I'm making more money than I've ever made behind the chair. More money than I did when I was offering braids, more money when I was doing sew-ins, way more money when I was doing locks, way more money than I was when I was offering relaxers and the natural style, because I've done it all, y'all. Way more. I even got into the Brazilian blowouts and the keratin treatments back in 2016. I thought that that was the safe approach for our hair. I've done everything. So I now realize that the current approach has been the best approach, honestly. What's up, Mel? Scalp pain. No shampoo, Miriam. Who told you shampoo helps with scalp pain? Who told you that? Where'd you get that from, Miriam? Um, there is no shampoo that helps with scalp pain. You got to detox that off with a comb before you even wet it with the tap water. Um, so I'm not sure who told you that. Who told you that a shampoo will help? You said what kind of shampoo? No kind, Miriam. I don't care what kind of shampoo you use. Your pain is coming from your buildup, Miss Miriam. Nobody, you haven't had your scalp detoxed, have you? And if you haven't, your scalp buildup is just collecting and layering, and shampoo don't get it off. Let me ask you, Miss Miriam, how often do you shampoo your hair? Because I know a lot of individuals are going longer than 14 days without washing, because every new client that joins my program, I have to do what's called I do an extensive consultation. It's not just the 8 questions that I train my newcomers to do. I do extensive because I'm a practitioner. And I'm finding out that most stylists are not educating their clients at all. At all. Because I ask, what did your last stylist tell you to do? What did your last stylist tell you to how long did they tell you before you needed to come back? And things that I'm hearing, I am shell shocked. And I know some of these stylists too. So I'm like, wow, she told you that? Like, whoa, we got a bigger problem, which is lack of knowledge from behind the chair. Beauty school did not educate us like they should have. And that's a bigger problem. So, Miss Miriam, I would love to talk to you a little more deeper because I think you got a bigger problem than what shampoo can do for you. You need to get your scalp detoxed. And I would really highly recommend that you get yourself to either Phoenix, Arizona, March 24th, or you fly here to Colorado and meet me down in Colorado Springs on April 21st and come take the training so that you can learn why your scalp is in pain, what's causing it to be in pain, and what to do to end the pain because shampoo is not your solution, baby girl. So back to what I was saying about the approach of us understanding about what we got to do. So let me stay focused and be honest. So for myself, let me tell y'all what Miss Tanya does. Um, I wash my hair as soon as I see the shedding increasing. I've already done the research with myself. I know my shedding increases on day 4. I didn't realize that and wondered why I was always losing so much hair. And a big portion of that was because I was going way too long for my lifestyle. And when I say lifestyle, that's how we live. For me, I do hair in the salon. I don't know about y'all, but I do at least 4 or 5 clients every single day because my stuff works. And that's when you know you're doing good. When you know your quality that you're giving is on point, clients will be beating down your door. If your quality sucks, if your quality sucks, the client is going to chair hop. So many individuals, they think that, I don't know what they be thinking, but that's a sign that how you're doing things, and you may be using the right products, you may be using the right tools, but if your quality and your result is not high, oh yeah, the client's definitely gonna move around on you because they were not satisfied. They were not happy. You did not deliver with what you were saying you were gonna do. I don't have that problem. I delivers. So that's why I can't get rid of some clients. You know what I'm saying? Some clients be running to me trying to tattle, Miss Tanya, this stylist did this. Look at how they cut my hair. Look at how much breakage the braider gave me. I'll be like, I don't want to hear it because you're here with me now. But then I'd be like, after the 4th session, now you ready to go back? They'd be like, please don't make me go back, Miss Tanya. Can I please stay with you? I'd be like, of course. All right, so for me, as soon as my shedding increases, I wash because I've had to learn that as soon as I wash my hair, my creasing resets back to minimal. I don't say no hair loss because remember, losing hair is a part of this hair game. I've had to notice that. But you're not supposed to be using 100 strands a day. That's stupid excessive. And I don't lose 100 strands a day, and neither do my clients because they don't go longer than 14 days. I don't go longer than 4 or 5. But because I'm shampooing my hair that frequently, which is different than my clients, because my clients do not wash their hair in between sessions because my quality lasts. They stay on point and stay manageable for 14 days. That's the quality that clients are looking for, and that's what makes them come back. If their hair is messed up and you was not doing your due diligence and making sure that you laid all them hairs down, and if you was just running through it and you ain't paying attention, the client sees that when they get home and they're not going to come back because they felt that their money was wasted. And ain't nobody going to keep wasting money with you, you know. So I realized that I don't wash my hair as often. So let me show y'all what I use. Now, I don't know where my bottle. Wait, hold on. Let me go get it. Yep, it's snowing. It's snowing today. Alrighty, so this is the shampoo that I demonstrate and exemplify all the time. I actually was using this shampoo too. And what's nice about clarifying shampoos is you got to have benzyl alcohol, which is a different type of alcohol. It's not cetyl alcohol or sterile alcohol. It has that stripping effect. So I now realize that this shampoo is really only ideal for somebody that's going 2 weeks without washing their hair. That's a lot of buildup. That's a lot of sweat buildup. That's like you going 2 weeks without brushing your teeth. Baby, if you go 2 weeks without brushing your teeth, toothpaste ain't gonna work. You need the stuff from something heavier, right? In order to strip that kind of buildup that you've allowed to build on the tooth. Well, this is why I went to this shampoo, is because my original approach was not designed for myself at home. I designed it for my business and my career because I needed to make this 6 figures a year off of one service. So I had to figure a lot of stuff out. This by far, for somebody going 14 days, is the best solution for effectively cleansing. Because if you try to go with some safe stuff, we all know that avocados and mayonnaise and eggs don't remove nothing. Those are not removers. So we have to understand and respect chemicals for what they are and what we need them for. But Miss Tanya no longer uses this on her hair because I had to do the research and realize maybe because my hair was breaking, 'cause my hair was breaking off awfully bad at one point last year this time. Every time I would goose, my friend would notice like how many strands I had in the bed. And you know, when you're in hotel rooms, they have all white sheets, which what inspired me to change my bed to all white because it shows your hair loss a lot better than colored sheets. So I started noticing like he's right. I do got a lot of hair loss, and that's why my hair was not growing because I was stripping my hair twice a week. That's excessive, and that will leave your hair in a raw state because I'm not giving my head enough time for my natural sebum to recollect into the onto the scalp. So this I realized is not ideal for me because I'm not going 14 days. So I tried my amazing. Now I know a lot of individuals, depending on when you come on with me, will determine what I'm telling you to use because I'm like water. I'm constantly changing because I'm going to keep testing and I'm going to keep reading. So I'm going to keep changing because look, this shampoo is up next. I'm going to tell y'all about it in a minute. But this one was what I went to next because the original moisture shampoo that I used was by Lucence, and they went out of business, so I had to find another moisture. So me and Deja tested about 8 different moisture shampoos. We tested Shea Moisture, Cantu, Pantene. We tested Mane and Tail. We tested Cream of Nature. We tested Motions, and we tested Mazzani's moisture shampoos, and those all sucked. The only one that felt the best was the Aussie Moist. And that was an old school product, so I was surprised that it performed so well. But along my journey, my father inspires me to take a look at other things, and I never thought to look at the darn baby section. Let me show you something else. So many individuals, Miss Miriam, ask me about their skin, and I tell them about my skin because they're like, Miss Tanya, how do you keep your skin so healthy? Because I don't get pimples and I don't have blemishes because I use baby soap as well. So I use baby shampoo and baby soap. It makes so much sense. These are the mildest products in the stores, is in the baby section. So this is kind of where I shop now. Because as long as you, I don't care what store you go into. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. Let me do some. Oh yeah, it's in everything. So there's even acid in the baby shampoo. And some people wonder why I say that all products are harsh. I don't care. They all got acid in it. They all got chloride in it. Chloride is bleach. Wait, let me check. I just misspoke. No, yeah, there it goes. There's chloride even in baby shampoo. It's right there. And then there's acid in every shampoo. It's right there. So I realized though that this is the mildest formula for us to use. So if you really want your skin to be healthier, you got to use baby soap, and you must post-treat your tap water with MYWater. Listen, if you're letting tap water dry into your hair and your skin, you're going to always struggle. Your skin's going to always have a pimple because soap and tap water is what causes pimples. It's the chemicals in the water added on to the chemicals in the shampoo. So you probably have about 50 chemicals on your face when you choose to use the tap water and soap combination. And I know most of you have never stopped to think that far into things. That's why you got me now. But you do got about 50 chemicals on your face when you choose to use tap water and soap. So I just lied. God just said, Tanya, you just told a lie. I don't put soap on my face. I'm sorry, I lied. This soap goes on my neck down. The only thing I put on my face is my water. And then I use lemon juice as my deep cleanser. It's my holistic deep cleanser. Back to hair. I realized this here, it doesn't strip. It doesn't give me the squeaky clean. And that bothers me. Because honestly, how often do we wash baby hair? Typically every day or every other day, right? So it makes sense for this not to have any stripping action in it. But for me, I ain't no baby. I sweat way more. Baby ain't doing hair and doing 5 clients a day and sweating outside of every, you know what I'm saying, sweating during every service like I do. So I don't have the same scenario that a baby has. So I realize that this baby shampoo is not enough when I'm using it by itself. So, like I said, let me show you. I went and bought this shampoo. It sucks. Well, and I'll tell you why. It sucks because I don't like the feeling of it. I need my hair to be soft. I tried this shampoo. Didn't like it. Didn't give that soft. So then I decided to try Wella. Somebody told me that this right here is the business. Now, mind you, this is a part of a system, but I love how this feels, and I can't find it no more. So, because I know I can't find it no more, I do a lot of shopping and research when I'm in Atlanta. So I found this product. It's called Come Clean. You see that? I love that. And I don't think that there's any chlorine in this. So this may be an ideal moisture shampoo for me to try, but I gotta try it to see how it feels, which is the hard part about research, because it's like, look at all these bottles that I've bought and spent money on to realize that only one of them is best, and it's this one. But by eyesight, I would have thought that this one was best or this one was best for me. But I now realize I'm rocking with this one for now, and this is next up. So you guys got to keep trying things. Just because someone suggests something to you, that's not law. That's not rule. You are now just given a guide. My God, that's not set in stone. Just like what we learned in school, you know what I'm saying? It is, hi dyslexia, how are you? Hi Mel, how y'all doing? Just like in school, somebody put this on my brain. What we do behind the chair would be just like those in culinary school coming out of culinary school and still cooking the same things that they were taught how to cook in culinary school. Imagine how horrible our dining experience would be if all the cooks in the restaurants was still cooking and preparing the same old boring, basic level, entry level meals that they were taught in culinary school. Imagine how horrible our dining experiences would be. Imagine. But that's exactly what the hair professionals do. They come out of beauty school and they do the same exact things. I even have caught quite a few individuals using the kit, the practice kit for the mannequins on real hair after they get out of beauty school. You're supposed to level up and go get you better tools than what was in your kit. You're supposed to seek for better products, not use conditioner, shampoo and conditioner, and only 2 times the rest of your life. That's why the hair care industry has dropped in quality, because we're so busy trying to do what we were taught at the entry level. I know people in the industry 10 years or more still using shampoo and conditioners and doing the same thing that they taught us how to do on the mannequins. No wonder our salon experiences are so low. You know, there's a major shift right now I'm hearing going on in the industry where clients are getting sick of booking with stylists. Ooh, and I said, why? Why are you sick of booking with a stylist? And they said, because I don't feel like I have any quality. I'm sick of being controlled. I'm sick of getting all my length cut off when I ask for a trim. I'm sick of being tricked into a stylist saying that they're going to give me healthy hair, but they're doing the same thing I do at home, which is shampoo, condition, deep condition, rinse, blow dry, and flat iron, and then put heat protectant and edge control. Don't y'all know that people can do that themselves at home? The way to elevate from behind the chair is you've got to provide clients with something they can't do themselves. And I figured that out for my community. I do for my clients what they can't. They've been trying to figure out for years, and I've done for them. So I use Haskin Johnson and Johnson because I am a nail tech. Queen, what you talking about? What do you mean because I'm a nail tech? Alrighty, so at any rate, Miss Tanya, I wash every 4 days, and I'm now on this Wella because it makes my hair feel so smooth. Then, after I get out, I then add I've been on this for a little while. The Magic Hair Drip. Mm. Magic Hair Drip is nice because this is a water-based product. I got it from Ya's Black Hair Care in Phoenix, Arizona, and I love it because I know she has what's called water-based products. Look, let me show you her other product. This is her other product. It's an ultimate leave-in, and it's water. I know what kind of water it is, but I love her mindset because she's bringing us safe products. If y'all want to buy them, just let me know. Reach out, just leave a comment in the live, and then just say, can you please give me the information to the Magic Hair Drip product line that you demonstrated, and I'll give it to you. But this right here is the business. Because I used to use icy hair polish, let me be clear. Because I was like, maybe I should share that I'm not using the stuff that I was using last year because I keep testing stuff. Hold on. Oh, there we go. I keep testing stuff. No. Okay, so back to Magic Drip. Shoot, you just put this in your hand and watch what it does. You see that right there? Watch what it does right here. All you do is rub it. Gives that shine. You see that? Kind of hydrated it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it. Because the icy, they kind of lied to me, y'all. They said there's no alcohol and no oil. And now somebody else, honestly, pointed this out to me. She kind of DM'd me and she was like, Miss Tanya, you said that the icy hair polish don't have no oil or alcohol in it. And I was like, right, it don't. That's what it says on the front of the bottle. Then she said, but it does have alcohol in it. And I was like, what? No, it don't. It does. And I noticed that the icy was starting to eat up my hand. And I didn't like that. So I now realize that, yes, it does have alcohol in it. It's by word of fragrance. When you see that word fragrance in your ingredient list, that's a synonym for alcohol, and I didn't know that. So this product, don't like them. I don't like anybody that lies, you know. They need to come back and be like, I'm sorry, y'all. There is alcohol in here. We just said that because we wanted, look, it says it right here, oil and alcohol free, when that's not true. So I started testing things. Have y'all tried this rice oil? This is by Icy Fantasia too, but I never seen the rice oil. The ingredient list is awfully longer than the icy hair polish. So I realized that this is a little heavier when I tried it on my hair. So if anybody wants this, you can have it. You just got to pay for the shipping and I'll ship it to you. Then I just thought I'd try some rose water. Don't like it. It made my hair frizzy, so I can clearly tell that they must have used purified water in this bottle because I didn't like the feeling. I have experience with how things should feel. So currently, I'm on the Magic Hair Drip is what I use in my hair as my daily hydrator. But like I said, I'm washing today because I can feel, see, more hair. I got excessive hair loss and I want to shampoo because when I shampoo, that don't be happening. Ooh, what kind of blues you listening to, Aaron? Shoot me your playlist. I'll see what you want. I'll listen. You guys listen to me. I'll listen to you. And I love you, Aaron. Do you love me too? That's how only children act. Only children be like, I miss you. You miss me too. Okay, and so when Miss Tanya washes her hair, like I said, I'm on this Wella right now because it feels amazing. But then the most important part, y'all, is post-treating that tap water with MYWater. This is another step that all of y'all are messing up with big time. Not Vaughn. Vaughn has finally ordered him some MYWater and he sees the difference. Everybody thinks their hair is healthy or must think that a water isn't going to do anything for you, and it's going to do a lot for you because your hair is going to be softer. That's what manageability means. That's what healthy means. If your hair is not growing, you got a trimming problem. You ain't trimmed your ends, period. And if you ain't trimming your ends, of course, your hair is not going to grow. Think of it just like a plant. As soon as you start plant or pruning and watering up, oh, and that's another thing, if you dehydrate it, yeesh. And that's a harsh reality to accept, that you ain't drinking enough water. Listen, hair growth is additional hair, is not a wish or a prayer, and it's more to it than just shampoo, blow drying, what you do at home. That's the thing. You got to go get help. Just like with your health, you got to go see a doctor to get healthy. Um, I don't like to say that because you don't need to go see a doctor to get healthy. That's not true. Um, I'm sorry, dentist is what I got to start remembering to compare to. You got to go see a dentist to you for your teeth to be thoroughly clean. You got to go see a professional, a holistic practitioner to ensure that your scalp is thoroughly clean because you can't do it yourself. Miss Tanya can't detox her scalp herself. So this is the hard reality to the holistics because so many individuals refuse to go book with a professional. That's fine. You're going to forever struggle. You're going to always be in braids. You're going to always be in a wig. Always be in a wig because you're not going to get help. And you're thinking that you can do the due diligence yourself. That's not true. So Vaughn, dyslexia, Aaron, Queen, no matter who you are, I go see someone else. And now that I'm doing so consistently every 2 weeks, my hair is thriving. That is the antidote to good hair. This is why my clients are thriving. They were struggling too, trying to do their hair themselves at home. And some of my clients is actually going to a stylist, but they weren't getting their ends trimmed and they weren't getting their scalp detoxed. So of course, they were still experiencing excessive hair loss. So I just wanted to come on this morning to exemplify my approach. Let me finish. So when Miss Tanya gets out, after post treating with MYWater Beauty Solution, which removes what the tap water leaves behind, you're going to be so much cleaner when you use MYWater. I then blow dry my hair. Wait, I put the magic drip on first. I put this on first. Then I blow dry it with my Silverbird Blowdryer with my pick. And then I flat iron my hair. I use a 3/4 inch so that I can address my roots a little better. And then you guys know I got the bomb, brand new, not brand new, it's not brand new. That's just because I found it. I found a gold titanium, y'all. Fire! You see that gold? This Mama Jamma is pretty. And it got a temperature control dial. Let me show y'all. I'm about to go buy the whole line, I think. But look, see that? It's got a temperature control dial. See that? And the other pencil, y'all see that maximum temp? The other pencil only went up to, what? 450. You don't even have a 450. It goes from 440 to 440 to 460. You see that? But this goes up to 460 degrees Fahrenheit. And the pencil edge is longer. And guess what? It has the locking mechanism so that when you're traveling and it's hot, you can and hit this right here and it'll keep it closed. And it keeps it closed. Look. This is the bombest, prettiest, most effective pencil yet thus far. And if they come out with a better one, I'm going to switch to that one too. And I can't find, this is not on Amazon. I cannot find the pencil on Amazon. I bought this in Georgia when I went to Atlanta. So I'm about to go back next month so I can buy some more because a girl down in Texas reached out to me and she wants to buy one. So I'm going to make that money too. Then that's it. That's all I do. I go on about my day. But then on week 2, on the 14th day, I go see someone else to trim my ends for me and to thoroughly, fully detox my whole scalp. Because when you're doing it yourself, you're just messing up all over the board. You're skipping subsections. You're not thoroughly doing the whole parting and you're not getting it all off. So you're going to suffocate any area that you left buildup on. I tell my clients now, is going to be suffocated, and your anagen phase is unable to properly regulate because you've left a little bit of buildup that you couldn't see yourself because you're trying to do a looky loop behind your back. So I pray, Vaughn, Dyslexia, Queen, Patty, Miriam, who else? OJ on here, MME. We have to understand, if your hair is free, you got to go get help. You cannot do your own hair yourself at home. That's the number one way to struggle. So now I realize I'm now practicing what I preach, and it is giving me the best results, better than I was getting when I was doing my hair myself. It is a level up. So I encourage you all, and this is going to be a good video for me to do for us because there is a process in how you find a skilled professional, because I'm telling you, it's not everybody that stands behind the chair. I have psoriasis on dyslexia. I don't want medication forever. I love what you talk about. Okay, so dyslexia. So psoriasis means that you have high density. Psoriasis and dandruff and dermatitis, it's all scalp buildup. But now I understand why there's different words for it, and it's different types of buildup. So dandruff is, to me, the completely dried up scenario. That is easy because when the buildup is completely dry, it pops up away from the scalp super easy. But if it's soggy, this is when we get into psoriasis and dermatitis, because soggy buildup is so difficult to get up. It takes way longer, and it takes way more effort and a different scenario, a different process. Eric, I missed you. Where were you at yesterday? Hi, Eric. I get so excited when I see my tribe show up. Hi, Eric. Plus, y'all know I'm a single woman, so I get horny when I get my men on here. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's the yin and the yang. You know, this world don't really go around unless we got some good boing boing in the world. But anyway, the psoriasis is the more soggy scenario, so it's harder to get up. It don't come up as easily as dandruff. So a lot of individuals that are trying to do what I do without being trained, which is a problem. I'm gonna tell everybody, you need to be trained and certified in order to do it right. I have one reseller that understands this. She's like, I don't want to add scalp detoxing to my menu until I get trained by you, Miss Tanya. And I told her, you're the smartest duck that I got in the truck. You know what I'm saying? Because she understands that if I'm not trained, I don't really know all the steps, and I'm going to struggle if I'm not trained. So I'm going to use her to my benefit because she's so smart. Woo! She's smart. She really is smart. So she's coming to get trained. She's flying here to Colorado, actually, to get trained. And I told her, you going to stay with me. You going to ride with me. We going to the casino afterwards. I'm going to take her to get some water. So it's going to be such a big investment on her return by coming to get trained. So I want to say it again. Don't let that be you. Don't be out here trying to do stuff that you have not been properly trained on. You all cannot learn how to do what I do by watching my videos. I don't share all steps. So you don't know really how to part. You don't know the proper angle. You don't even know the proper pressure. How do you know what pressure is proper if you've never been taught all three, right? So, man, I just want y'all all to know. And you also, Mr. Sled, we all get some. So dyslexia, I need you to, geez, where are you at, babe? What state are you in? Aaron, did you drink more than 2 bottles of water yesterday? I gotta check on you. I gotta follow up. That's when you know you care. Some people get irritated when someone's following up with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you read that? Did you get that straight? You know? Because some people, I think, want to depend on somebody else for all their information. That's a toxic mindset right there. You know, you got to listen to something, then you should be going and taking off and figuring things out for yourself. Take what other people tell you as a guide, not as law. That's when you get stuck and you end up stagnant when you take what somebody else told you and try to stick that into the ground. Nah, it's a message. So you're supposed to take it, listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I just showed y'all so many different products, so you got to figure it out for yourself. Copying other people sometimes can get you in trouble. It got me in trouble, which is how I started struggling, because I started trying to copy girls that don't even live in my community, thinking I could copy a girl in Georgia trying to do the same silk press and give the same result that she given down in Georgia. Was not working for me here in Denver. So I had to figure things out for myself, and I had to make adjustments and test some different things in order to find what was good for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing the exact same thing that I watched somebody else do. So don't y'all do that to yourselves, okay? Don't you do that, y'all. I have one big, oh, Florida. Ooh, okay. So you're down there yeah, it feels like a hot bathroom when I'm in Florida. I mean, when I'm standing on that beach, which I love, that water be warm. The air is warm. I'm like, I feel like I'm in somebody's bathroom while they taking a shower. I love that feeling, dyslexia. I love Florida's climate. So I now realize that's why you have psoriasis, and that's actually common. I have a lot of Latinas that live in Florida that actually reach out to me. A lot of individuals watch, but only certain ones of you actually comment. I have more individuals that just sit on here and listen to me, but they don't really comment because they're taking in what I'm saying. And then they reach out after my live. So I've had quite a few Latinas, not even brown skin individuals. These are Mexican girls, Hispanic girls, that come to me with the question, Miss Tanya, they wash their hair every day. Dyslexia, how often do you wash your hair? Because my Latinas tell me we're washing every day. They get into the shower every morning and they wash, but they're telling me that they still itch. I told them, that means that you've got buildup and whatever, because they need to be exfoliate. They're not exfoliating the surface. They're thinking that only shampoo is enough to clean both the hair and the scalp. And I'm trying to tell everyone, shampoo does not detox your scalp. It only detoxes the hair. There's so many stylists that kind of are lying to people by saying that they're going to detox your scalp, and you're only using shampoo that don't detox the scalp. And that's a hard blow, because we all think we're doing something right until you talk to Miss Tanya, and it's like, I can prove it to you that after we do shampoo only, you still got a gang, not just a little bit, a whole bunch of buildup still on the scalp. That's like getting out the bath or getting into the shower and only using your hands. We all know we have to use a rag or a sponge, right? Everybody gets once a week or every 45 days. Now, what kind of shampoo are you using? Thank you for answering that question. So now I would like to know, what type of shampoo. Are you using a moisture? Are you using a clarifying? Are you using a volumizing? Are you using, what other shampoos? There's moisture, volumizing, clarifying. Or yeah, which one? What type of shampoo are you using? Because a lot of individuals are using moisture shampoos. I'm trying to think. And then I gotta do the holistics dyslexia and ask about your lifestyle. I don't know if you work out every day. I don't know how often you're sweating. I don't know if you eat spicy foods, because this is another area that I had to learn that triggers my clients sweating. Spicy foods, never thought of that. Like, oh, that do make us sweat. So it's like activity makes you sweat, like goosing and working out, you're gonna sweat your butt off. And doing hair, I sweat with every client. So I'm sweating 5 times a day at least, right? Your mood, getting mad makes you sweat. Some people get real angry and they just start sweating. So activity, food, mood, and your environment. If you're residing in a high temperature environment, and that could be your bedroom. A lot of individuals sleep in a bedroom at a temperature higher than 75 degrees overnight. You're sweating your butt off. And these are all things you can adjust. I had to learn. Also, if you're not drinking half your body weight every single day, you're definitely sweating your butt off. And that's another sign and reason and factor of scalp buildup. White women. I try holistic as much as possible. Dyslexia. I didn't know that. You're like my grandmother. So what I would tell you is back it up. 4 or 5 days is too long. What kind? And now I need to know, remember, what kind of shampoo are you using, my love? Because I'm getting to the holistics with you. I love doing the holistics. Um, my grandma dyslexia, she washed her hair every day because just like we take a bath every day, we got to think about it. Let's think about that. Why do we ignore our heads? Why do we do that? I had to ask myself that. Well, dang, why do I avoid the water when it comes to my hair? It's like, that don't make no sense now that I've done the holistics with it. It's like, maybe that's why I do oil my hair ends, but I'm going to stop. I'm not going to tell you to stop. Let me ask you, what happens when you oil your hair ends? Because we got to do the holistics. Like, is it clumped together or is your hair still free and flowy and moving? Because if it's clumping you down and weighing your hair down and making you look greasy-ish, that's not the best option. And we got to look at what kind of oil. Dyslexia, my holistics dive so deep with the clients. That's, I think, why they love me. Because once you book with me, you then learn like, whoa, this woman kind of knows what she's talking about because ain't nobody ever asked me these kind of questions, right? So now we got to talk about what kind of oil. Dyslexia. Greetings, ladies. What's up, Leela, that girl? I missed you and I love you. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about Miss Dyslexia and her psoriasis. And I'm so proud of Miss Dyslexia because do you know how many women in the world have no clue that they got scalp buildup? You should see my consultation answers when I ask a woman, do you notice any flaking or itching? They just pop off and say no. I used to believe that, but now I know better. Like, uh-oh, she must add oil every day because you never see your flakes if you're adding oil. I just told a client that she thought she was slick because she sweats a lot and she doesn't like to do what she's supposed to do. So instead, she wants to cover the buildup up by adding a bunch of oil. So when she comes in, I can feel it. You ain't got to tell me. I'm going to tell you you've added oil to your hair. She was like, yes, Miss Tanya, I did. And I'm like a mother of hair care because I know when you've done something. And she admitted it. Yeah, you do. So what kind of oil, Leela? I mean, dyslexia, what kind of oil are you putting on your ends? Because, there's all kinds of different oils. I've done the research with that. Y'all want to know what the best oil is? So far. And actually, I'm about to test. I'm about to go out today and buy me another oil because I talked to a goddess. She's in Cleveland, Ohio. Her name is Rashawn, and she is a hair and scalp person that I'm attracting on YouTube. I mean, on Instagram. I got all these stylists that are into scalp care following me now on Instagram. It's working. So she told me, y'all, and kind of opened my mind up about jojoba oil. I'm going to go get some today, and I'm going to take it into the shop, and I'm going to try it today because I started off thinking that oils was bad. I was like, don't you add no oil, right? But then when I started getting into the scalp care stuff and with the detoxing of the psoriasis and the dandruff and the dermatitis, I did realize like, whoa, wait a minute. The oil kind of softens the softens the more psoriasis scenario and makes it easier to lift. So I was like, okay, oil, you know what I'm saying? So I happen to have started with fractionated coconut oil. But coconut oil is so greasy. So I noticed that it was weighing some of my clients down, and I didn't like that, neither did they. So I decided to pivot. I used to be a point guard on my basketball team. Did y'all ever play basketball? Oh, I was point guard. That meant I'm controlling. You know what I'm saying? I could D up on you in between my legs, and I'm going to pop a three on you in a minute. You better D up. I used to tell the girls in their face, we used to talk mad junk on the court because I'd be telling them, what you going to do? You going to D up? You going to stand back? All right, now pop a three. We used to talk big mess when we played basketball. But I've learned God put me through that because I know how to pivot. Do y'all know how to pivot? When somebody done D'd you up, you can step one way. As long as you don't lift that other foot, you're going to get called for a double dribble. But as long as you keep that 1 foot station, you can pivot this way. You can pivot this way, right? I've had to learn to do the same thing with my career. So I now am using Did y'all see what that is? That's what I'm using now. It's I ain't gonna be no gatekeeper. It's mineral oil. It's 99.9%. And guess what mineral oil is? I didn't know that. Do y'all see that word? I mean, this word right here. It's a laxative. That's funny. It's a laxative. So this is something definitely safe if you can drink. Ooh, I'm going to try to taste it. Don't taste like nothing. He ain't got no taste. Don't feel funny. I spit that out because it don't feel right. See, I had my gallbladder removed back when I was like 21. So, and that doctor told me that, because I was like, how did I get gallstones? And he was like, all that fried food you be eating. And I was like, that does that to me? And he was like, yeah, so don't be eating a bunch of fried foods. Because, you know, older doctors back in the day, hey, it's a good lubricant for your lips. Did y'all take note? It's in the laxative section in the grocery stores if you want to find it. This ain't in a beauty supply store. And next, I'm off to jojoba oil is what I'm going to try next. So, aha! That's not a bad thing, goddess. That's not castor. Don't use castor. Castor oil is so thick. That's like lard, I think. I think that's melted lard in a bottle. Don't use castor oil. If you've noticed, jojoba is super light. Castor oil is kind of thick. You don't want nothing thick on your hair. So now that I've done the holistics with the oils, I did not realize that all these oils are different. They're not all the same. And we got to go with the lighter oil. So good job, Dyslexia. I'm headed to go get me some jojoba oil today. And I'm going to test it out, put it in my little thing that I have at the shop. It's called an atomizer. And test it out. So back to the origin, Dyslexia. What kind of shampoo are you using? Let me go look to see if you posted it. What kind of shampoo, Dyslexia, are you using? And I would say that it sounds like, and I can't see you, so I don't know if you have high density or if you have low density. If you have high density, oil is safe. Somebody like me, I can't add oil. That's why I use more liquidy type things that has oil mixed into it, because I have low density hair. So if I add like an oil like castor oil to my hair, it's gonna weigh me down and I'm not gonna have this type of body. And so I've had to ask, but what kind? Can you look on the bottle? I didn't say whose shampoo you're using, what kind of shampoo. So on the bottle, like for instance, on this one here, it's a repair shampoo, ultimate repair. But right here, it tells you it moisturizes. So it's a moisture shampoo. It's a moisturizing shampoo. That means it's going to cover and coat. That does not mean it's going to strip and cleanse. Then we have, let me see what type of other shampoo I have. This says scalp care shampoo, but I've done the research. This does nothing for my scalp. So I don't know why companies like to lie just to kick it, because you got to be careful with what's on the front of the bottle, because they like to, they can say whatever they want to say on the front. Something just happened to me, y'all. I'm going through something and I don't like it. I can see something in my eyesight, and it looks like there's a square over here, a blurry square. I wonder if that was that mineral oil I just put in my mouth. But that's weird. Let me see something. Yeah, it's in both of my eyes. That's weird, y'all. I may have to end this live real quick. What if I'm having a heart attack and I'm about to die? What will y'all do without me? Huh? What if I'm having a stroke or a heart attack and God is about to call me home? What would y'all do? Who else would you guys follow? Argan oil, repair, strengthen. Yeah, something's wrong with my eyesight, y'all. Maybe I'll drink some more water. I'm not sure what's going on, but y'all should see my counter with all this stuff that I demonstrated with y'all this morning. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 bottles on my counter with a thing of soap. But get feeling better. Oh, I will. Oh, I will get feeling beer. Beer? I don't drink beer, dyslexia. That's disgusting. I would never put that stuff in my body because I've watched my mother drink beer her whole life and I see what it done did to her belly. So I don't want my belly that big. And then once it gets that big, it's so difficult to get it back down. And I've done a good job at making sure I can see my snatch when I look down. Oh, thank you. I was like, beer? I don't do beer, dyslexia. I only do water. Now I get it. Thank you so much. Oh, Lord. Pablo back. Hi, Pablo. Watch what you say, Pablo. Thank you, dyslexia. Any questions about anything that I've gone over? I've gone over a lot, as usual, and dropped a bunch of gems, as usual. So I just want y'all to let me know if you have any questions. Um, I'm trying some other soaps too. Let me show you what other soaps I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm not gonna lie, the best soap that I've ever tried, and yes, I buy them by the bricks, is this right here by Ninon, the multi butter soap. It smells amazing. It cleanses very well. Hi, Will Gray. Good morning to you. I love you. Have you subscribed? I haven't seen you on my roll call list. Look, I'm like a teacher. I haven't seen you on my roster. Have you subscribed? So I make sure I see you. But this soap right here is the bomb. I get it from Atlanta. There is a store out there called it's called Tages and Perfumes, and they sell so many holistic and natural type driven type things like single oils, and you can buy everything in bulk. That's why I got a whole sleeve that I buy. But this is the best soap ever that I've ever tried. This is the mildest soap if you're having issues with your skin. But this soap right here ain't bad either. I found this in the Dollar Tree because I'm always just doing the research and doing the holistics, but this ain't bad either. It smells like lemon and it's softening, and it's only $1.25 a bar. So I was like, oh snap. It smells real good. But remember, don't y'all be getting out the shower and not post-treating your face with MYWater. If you don't use MYWater, ew, y'all got all the tap water stuff on your face. And that's what makes your face white. That's the tap water doing that to you. Because the tap water is not clean. It's far from clean. It's got so much stuff in it. It's ridiculous. But I love what MYWater does. Do you see how it hydrates on contact? Turns your whole palette a different visual. And you look so much better. Because look, dust turns you white too. I thought it was only the tap water that does that to our face, but it's not. It's the dust too. I bet you y'all never stop to think of how dusty your face is when you get up in the morning. But it is. Your face is real dusty because you only cover yourself up to, thank you, you only cover yourself up to your neck. So I had to think about that at one point. It was like, whoa. I never stopped to think about that. My face is dusty. And because we're porous, we're not like porcelain. Our skin is not vinyl or porcelain. So we absorb that dust too. Ew. And then what are you going to do? Get up and put tap water and soap on your face? Not a good solution anymore because our tap water has changed, y'all. And so has our climate. Our climate has changed as well. Yes, good question, Pablo. I do got tattoos. I got 5 of them. I have a whale, so it has a lot of mineral in it. How high? So, I got a lot of knowledge, Mr. Or Will Gray. I don't know if you're a woman or a man, but I've had to do the research with the whales, and not all whales are good. Do you have to shock your whales? Because I know a whale owner. I know 2 whale owners. I know one that lives at a high elevation that was smart and went and got him some land at a high elevation. And then I got these city whale owners that are down here at a lower elevation that's got cattle and farmland and livestock roaming and pooping on top of the wells, and then they growing stuff on top of the wells. So I now have realized and done the research heavily to understand what's good and what's not good, and not all wells are good. So, Will Gray, what elevation does your well sit at? I would love to know, because that's going to tell me if your well has good water in it or if your water in your well has been tainted. And if it's tainted, you got to shock it. I have no livestock. Good job. Do you grow above your well? And what elevation does it sit at? Because that's how I pick my wells. My wells that I drink from, it has to be at a certain above a certain elevation. So any well down here in the city, I'm not drinking from that well because again, I've realized not all wells are good, have possess good water. You got to get above the population. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're hurry up, Will Gray, what's your elevation? You probably don't know, but I'm hoping you know. And do you shock your well? Because I know a lot of well owners, not sure on elevation. I live in Missouri on the countryside. What's the city? I'll look it up. I'll tell you what elevation you're at. Um, I have to go get my other device to look it up, but I definitely can do the holistics with you to determine. And then when's the last time you had your well tested? Because you know you can just call the water department out and they will do that for you. They'll do a pH test for you. They'll do a ppm test for you as well. Oh, let me go get my stuff. Hold on, Will. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Got my Chromebook. Let me see. There's a place called Warsaw, Missouri. Let me do some holistic research with you real quick. And I'm going to tell you the elevation that you're sitting at. Give me a minute. Let me do what I do, the way I do it. And my eyes is still tripping, y'all, so I don't know what's going on. 745 is what Google said. 745, 700 and hold on. Hold on. That don't make sense. 745. That's not your elevation. Hold on. I'm not sure what you typed in, Warsaw. There it go, Warsaw. There's a Warsaw, Indiana. There's a Warsaw, Poland, too. Did you know that? I didn't. I just learned something new. All right. Whoa, it do say. Oh, no. You got to shock your wells. Are you shocking your wells? You're under 1,000 feet of elevation. I've never even seen this before. Whoa. Hold on. Just give me a minute. I'm doing the research. Oh, well, that makes sense. You only got about 2,000 individuals living there. So you got low population, which is good, but you're not high at all. You're not even 1,000 feet above sea level. Hold on. Just give me a second. I'm looking. So you're in Benton County? Is that true? So the Osage River is your source for your water that comes to the businesses, because I don't think businesses have wells there. That's crazy. Thank you for coming on and increasing my knowledge bank. I've never known about Warsaw, Missouri, and it sits in Benton County. And there's only 2,209 individuals back in 2020 when they did the census. So I'm not sure if you see a lot of growing. What's up, book series? Some do, just depending on location. Okay, so let me ask. I don't know if some do what? Shock their wells? Do you shock your well? Because we're going to talk about that. I know what shocking the well means. And and that's not a good thing to drink from if you're shocking the well. So you may want to, I don't know, you got to get your water tested, Will Gray, and make sure. And thanks for joining me today. You've helped me to increase my knowledge bank, and now I can go tell Dad, be like, Dad, I just did some research with one of my I don't know if you have you subscribed, Will Gray? Because I would love for you to be a part of my tribe. They're playing some good music this morning. Well, Aaron, you still ain't told me what kind. Who are you listening to? You got to stop being a gatekeeper with your blues. Tell us exactly the artist you're listening to and the name of the songs that we can listen to. Aaron, quit just flossing on us. That's like me getting on here and telling y'all I got amazing hair, but I'm not telling y'all what I'm using. That's called a gatekeeper. Don't be no gatekeeper, Aaron. You're going to make me whoop you, Aaron. I will get it tested. I have thank you, Will Gray. Some owners have wells. Oh, that's what's up. I'm definitely into wells because I just learned, Will Gray, how to obtain the rights to well water. I realized I had to go to Parks and Recreation because they all regulate the wells. I didn't know that. Every single campground has wells underneath it. And I have found some campgrounds at a high elevation, which is where I go and obtain the rights from and take, like, I fetch anywhere from 49 to 80 to about 70 gallons is what I fetch. Which is super dope. I'm very proud of myself. God is proud of myself for not being dependent on stores for my water. I'm like Jack and my father. I mean, I'm like Jill and my father's like Jack. We like Jack and Jill. We go up the hill to fetch our water. We don't go to the grocery stores. I just lied. I do sometimes buy my water from a grocery store when I travel because when I travel to other markets, I have not done the research and I don't really know where the best wells are at. So I do depend on the stores, which is why I really don't like to travel that often because this is H3O. Got an additional hydrogen molecule in it. Marvin Gaye did blues? Temptations, that's R&B, right? Or is that blues? Is R&B the same thing as blues, Aaron? You and your dad are a good team. Boy, that's more than that. My father is my lord. I call him the lord of our family. He's much bigger than a king. I told him that one day. I was like, Dad, I got to find you a new name because you're more than just a king, you know? So I looked up into male positions and lord is the highest ranking. Can I see your rings? Of course, queen. I'll show you this one here. This one was my first, this is real diamonds in there. Those are baguette diamonds. I don't know if y'all know about baguettes, but that's like a point carat because you know how expensive real diamonds are. So I got me a piece of a real diamond put into a band. That's what I wear on my pinky. Then I have this ring right here. This has these are baguettes on the side too. I love baguette diamonds. I don't know if y'all know the differences of different cuts of diamonds, but this is black baguettes. But I bought this for myself. Hold on. You can see it? I don't know if it'll get clear or not. Nope. But this is the ring I wear on my wedding finger because this is the ring that I bought myself when I decided to marry my brand. I said to hell with these men because they done ran me raggedy my whole life. So I decided to give my time, energy, money, and attention to my brand. So it's all about mindset, everybody. You know, we give so much attention and energy and our coochies to these men that ain't giving us nothing back. I mean, so many men that I've poured myself into didn't give me nothing back. So God said to me, not God, actually my father, who's God. He said to me one year, he said, Tanya, why don't you give your time and attention to those giving it to you? And I didn't know what he meant because I thought he was talking about a man, y'all. So in my head, I was like, yeah, I remember he seen my face because I was like, what man is giving me anything? And I'll never forget that day. I was sitting on the steps, which is a place that I normally sit on because his bedroom is right across from the steps. And I remember he was moving around, getting dressed. And I remember he came out the bedroom and he said, "I'm talking about your clients, Tanya." I was like, "My clients?" And I was like, "Ooh, no, 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 no. See, that's our problem, Will Gray. A woman is not supposed to be finding a man. A man is supposed to find me. You know what I'm saying? And that's another misconception that I had in life that us women tend to stumble about across and mess up with. We think we supposed to be out here searching and soliciting and promoting for a man. That's why we struggle. Because a woman is supposed to be found. She's not supposed to be out here searching for a man. That's when we mess up and stumble and fall flat on our faces, Will Gray. So in my journey, because I've had so many struggles, I've hit rock bottom so many times, and the men thing, I had it all wrong. I didn't understand the true law of attraction. And now that I understand the law of attraction, oh, my DMs be cracking, popping. I got men giving me naked photos. They be sending me their shaboing boings just hard and long. I'd be like, woo wee. But see, back when I didn't understand the proper approach of the law of attraction, I was being what's called pulled by things like that. Like, ooh, and think that what he likes me because he sent me a complete naked photo of himself. No, 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 no. That mindset bothers me, you see. I used to be attracted to that mindset. I don't want no man sending me. I don't know how many other women do you think he sent that photo to? Because listen, I was with a man before with his slick self. He was sending a group text to me and another woman. Imagine that. I thought I was special. Thought that I had me a loyal man. Men are such cheaters, and not all men. Most men that I've dealt with are such cheaters and such liars. Like, just keep it 100. Just come in the door and be like, "Hey, wife, I just went and knocked this girl off tonight because she just put it in my lap." Be honest about your scratch. But sometimes men have a way of forcing a woman into accepting and dealing with the stuff that they're putting out into the universe. So back to that man. Yeah, I can't. It's traumatizing for me. So back in 2018, I married my brand because I've married a man before, and he really didn't fulfill me either. Not the way I felt I should have been fulfilled. A man should never reveal themselves until they find the woman for them. If you're a real man, what do you mean reveal? What do you mean reveal? Because I think that God has delivered that guy, you know what I'm saying, for me, because we're going on 3 years. And what I love about this new, what I call union, I call it a new friendship, right? The biggest difference, Will Gray, that I've done that I feel that has allowed me to be more successful in life is not try to make a man mine. I don't know what it is about women that we feel, especially once we have sex, that that person belongs to you. I used to think that, Will Gray. I know I don't have a problem. I'm not too proud to admit my faults. But I used to think I had coochie power. I call it PUSSY power. And I also thought that once I had sex with a man, that locked him into being mine. Who told me that, right? Because men sometimes, I know a man that sleeps with 3 different women in one day. I got male cousins and we're very close. So I hear what some men don't see a problem doing. And us women on the receiving end of it, we don't understand and get it when we're young, right? And distracted. So I agree with you. And what do you mean by revealing? Like, what does a man do when he reveals himself? I love this, Will Gray. I knew that God sent you in here for a reason. But I'll just go back into my own faults. I've given so much to men that have not given anything back to me but some sex. And that's not really proper process I had to learn. with a man as well. Like the guy that I call my friend, because that's what we are, I now realize he has, like you're saying, when you say reveal yourself, what you mean, Will Gray? Because I think the revealing is the proposal, right? Are you still okay? Are you still see? Are you? Nah, it's gone. Thanks for checking on me, Queen. It was a miss. I'm 50 now, so I'm starting to realize that my body is doing different things that it ain't never did before, and that was one of them. So I'm also realizing I need to go back in because I haven't been to a doctor since 2017. And my dad just said to me, Tanya, it's you're at that age where you may need to go and get some things checked out. Because I have not been, I could have high blood pressure and not know it because I ain't. Oh, God is so good. Y'all know what this is? I'm gonna start taking my own blood pressure. No, remember I just said to us that we got to start making sure we go see the professionals, right? But this is an alternative solution. But I'm not sure I can depend on this machine because I did that when I was diabetic. I went and got this little machine that was reading my sugars, and I didn't know that you have to go take the little diabetic machine to the hospital. YouTube is messing with my live. Did y'all just see the flicker? I don't know why they keep messing with me. It's only when I start talking about wellness for our bodies is when they don't like it. Long as I stay stuck to this stuff about these harmful products, they don't have a problem with me. But as soon as I start educating about wellness, my screen starts flickering, and I know why it flickers because the makers and the owners of YouTube, they really don't like us holistic individuals because they know that we've done the research and they know that we have the truth, and they know that our goal is to redirect everybody along a what's called a more balanced path. I got a lot of stuff on this counter messing with y'all this morning. However, let me continue with my rings. So those are the only two rings I wear on this finger. Then over yonder, I bought this ring from JCPenney's because I started at one point, it was like, dang, I can't afford, oh, I can't get this one off. I can't afford real jewelry. So somebody said to me, well, go to JCPenney's because you can get a credit card and JCPenney sells all real jewelry, which is true. So then I went to JCPenney's and I bought this one right here, which has a little bit more, remember, baguettes attract me. So all my rings, even this one, I'm missing some out of this one, but this is a ring full of baguette diamonds as well. So you see them? They're flat diamonds. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what a baguette is. But this is a very pretty ring. It's kind of heavy, so it costs money. That's what's up. I like Aretha, Aaron. I like it. Yes, he was doing that earlier. I don't know if you saw it. I seen it. Are you still okay? Thank you, Queen. I love you, Queen. I think there's a big difference between a man and a real man. A real man should never send you nude photos. I agree. I agree. That's why I didn't pay him no attention. I'm now understanding that even though you all are men, you all do not possess the same mindsets. Y'all don't have the same size shaboing boings either. Some men got little ones and some got enormous ones. So I've had to also understand that we have to move around because sometimes in life, I think we think that all men are the same and they're not. Just like us women, we're not all the same. So thank you for that, Will Gray. I'm loving you, Will Gray. You can purchase superstars for me if you're really liking me and you like to send me something to help me out because you all are not really educating. Yeah, you are. Will Gray educated me. But if you would like to send me something to make me feel special, listen, shout out to E. Jarvis, who is in my tribe. Miss Jarvis sends me stars all the time. She's actually sending them often. Vaughn King, Vaughn King. Thank you as well. Shout out to Vaughn for sending me some superstars, which is money, you all. Thank you. I appreciate you. Because it's not expensive to do. You can shoot me $1.99. That's nothing. That's tax on the stuff that we're buying in the stores, but it definitely will help me. It will, it supports me and it motivates me. That's motivation to continue going. So back to the men. I married Queen, my brand. And one thing about my brand has never cheated on me. My brand takes care of me. My brand gives me money, you know. My brand also, it makes me cry sometimes, but it's not painful tears. It's usually tears of joy. So I feel that my life now is so much better because I no longer have to concentrate on men, right? I concentrate on my brand. I concentrate on my clients. I concentrate on my customers of my product. I have over 200 and something individuals that purchase this product from me. I now have a team of 8 individuals that help to resell the product, that I tried to mentor on the hair side of things, but I don't want to do that no more. So when you become a reseller, I will just coach you on how to sell MYWater. I will never ever try to coach somebody on what they're doing from behind the chair, because what I do is what I do, and the way I do it is how God anointed and gave me that favor. So now my team knows that we only talk about the sale of the water, nothing else. If you want to get mentored by me from behind the chair, that costs. I already have 3 mentors that have signed up with me. One is in North Carolina, Emmy Flair, shout out to you. Miss Yah down in Phoenix, Arizona, shout out to you. And Miss Latoya down in Houston, shout out to you. These women understand the value of a mentor, and they've decided to sign up and become a real mentee of mine. So I'm already helping these women scale their businesses. I have so much knowledge and experience when it comes to business running, right? That's what I can mentor you on. I can't mentor or teach anybody how to do hair from behind the chair. That's something you got to practice at. And it's taken me 32 years to get to my level. I didn't just start this stuff 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I've been at this 32 years. So if I feel if it's taken me 32 years to land the results that I land, then it's definitely going to take somebody else that amount of time as well. It was not good for me to expect somebody that has less than me to be able to produce and perform on the same level as me. Shame on me. Shame on me. Tanya, whoop my butt. I can whoop myself for having my expectations was too high, way too high. So I'm gonna get off of here because yes, I've hit my 2 hours. Thanks, y'all. Anybody, do you have any clients today? Yes, ma'am. I do. It's cracking for me. The demand for my chair and my quality and my hair growth and my hair loss solutions is high, Queen. I have a wait list because most of my evenings and my weekends are already full. My Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays are already full. I have 5 standings on each day. So the only day that I really have openings that they can get in on is Tuesday and Wednesdays because I'm off. Well, I take clients on Sundays now, but I try to take a day off on Mondays, Queen. So I have one at 1 today and then at 5. Listen, you all, I'm coming back live tonight at 5. So I want y'all to come back. I'll be in the shop. I'll be in Miss Tanya's, my Miss Tanya persona. But I have one of my resellers coming in tonight. And she's special because she's one of my she was one of my students when I taught at Empire, which is where I met her at. She was one of my many of my students when I was an educator at Empire. And since then, we reconnected on Facebook. And since then, I have helped her to scale her business, and she's continually growing and learning. So, one thing that she has learned is that she can't grow her own hair. She was trying to trim it herself, and she kept cutting it improperly. It's not that she was not doing it. She'd been doing it for years, but she noticed that her hair is not even and it's not growing right because she's unable to hit the proper angle. So she has joined my program. I'm so proud of her, and I'm growing her hair. Wait till we show y'all the results tonight, which I'm preparing to do. So I hope that you all can come back at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time is when I'm going to go live with her. And we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to put a mic on her. I'm going to have a mic on me. And we're going to talk about what we thought, how we thought we was doing a good job ourselves at home, how we were sentencing ourselves to the struggle, and why our hair really was not growing and getting longer was because we was trying to do it ourselves at home. Now that her and I both are getting somebody else to do our hair, we're both growing. Her hair is way longer than it was in session 1. My hair is way longer now that I've started doing the whole approach. And now that I go get help. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. I can't wait. Where will you be joining me? Oh, tonight at 5. Okay. I hope you do. It's going to be nice because you know, when I'm in the shop, you, in addition to just like now listening to me talk, you will be able to watch me work. She has hair like mine. We both have low density, but we're going to talk about her struggle area and why and how it's filling in. It's getting fuller and why. And it's because she has someone else getting her scalp detox off her scalp instead of her trying to do it herself. She thought she was doing a good job, but she wasn't doing a thorough job. And because of not being thorough, she was leaving a lot of buildup still on her scalp that she couldn't see. And I've shown her more than once. So she's just like, dang, Tanya, I just didn't know that I was not doing a good job myself. So I hope I see y'all tonight at 5. Um, I don't know what color scrubs I'm gonna be wearing tonight, but check back in and catch me in the suite, my private suite, and let's talk about her results. Okay? All right. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all tonight at 5. Bye.